it going? Data Byte says no data here, and welcome back to another episode of Roblox Assassin. And we are here for a special little gameplay episode. Ladies and gentlemen, if we scroll down in the inventory, you will see that we have the glorious Autumn Saber. That is right, guys, the brand new Autumn Saber exotic knife. Extremely hype knife, ladies and gentlemen. In this episode, we are going to do some gameplay with the Autumn Saber. We are going to talk about the value of this saber and what I did to actually get this knife. So yeah, not too much to say. Let's just get straight into it, ladies and gentlemen. I said in the previous episode we would get the Autumn Saber, and we finally got it. So in this video, we are going to do the gameplay with the Autumn Saber. So if you guys are excited for this gameplay, then be sure to drop a like on this video. It helps out a whole lot. And comment down below Autumn. And guys, if you want a free Legend Hammer, we are doing a Legend Hammer giveaway. So if you want to enter that giveaway, all you need to do is subscribe and then click the video in the top right corner and then do what that video says, and then you will automatically be entered into this Legend Hammer giveaway. Alright, so I need to win a round of classics, so the map doesn't really matter. None of them are classic. Let's do free for all. Why not? Anyway, here it is, guys, the brand new Autumn Saber, the limited time Thanksgiving exotic that you can get in the Elite case and the Heroic case. Super cool saber. The first thing you'll notice about this knife in particular is that it is very large compared to the other sabers, alright? Spring Saber, super small. Krampus and Holiday Saber, okay, those are kind of medium sized, but Autumn Saber, you'll notice that it is specifically very, very large compared to the others. You can see it's got that dark red, orange, whitish colors. You know, it has that colors of the fall, obviously, because it's supposed to be centered around that season. So it has those hot autumn-like colors. And you'll see that there are leaves around it. Just like Spring Saber, how there are Easter eggs around it. If we take out Spring Saber, here it is. You can see that there are eggs around the saber right here. And in the Autumn Saber, it is actually leaves around it. So it is larger, and it also has leaves around it, which is pretty cool. Are you my assassin, good sir? You're kind of, yeah, alright, you're my assassin. So you are dead, good sir. Oh dear. Yep, you're my assassin. I know that now. It was too late. I was wrong player. There was literally nothing I could do. Let's go to Farm, alright? Farm is a very good map. Alright, here we go, good sir. Are you my assassin? Nah, I'm gonna hang out. Golden Nugget, you need to die, good sir. Just chilling out in the truck, alright. Where is this other guy? You my assassin again? Alright, I don't know who my assassin is. Alright, I found everybody except my target, honestly. Alright, so one person died, so maybe you're my assassin. No, you're not. No, you're not. Where is my target? There's my target. I'm just gonna go for him because I don't know who my assassin is. Alright, now you're my target, so you are going to die. And Pops, you need to die, good sir. Alright, we gotta be careful here. And we got him. Alright, good game. Very good win with the glorious Autumn Saber. And we got like 100 tokens from that. And everyone's gonna be like, no data, you only got 50. No, I also completed the mission, so that's 100. Like, literally, when I did that in another episode, people said I did bad math. I know my math, sometimes. I kind of wish the lobby had more to do. Well, I mean, it does have stuff to do, but I feel like there's not much. Like, obviously, we got a little obby here that I failed for some reason. I don't like these platforms. It's literally, these platforms are just annoying. Like, they put me in a state where I could not jump. Again, it put me in a state where I could not jump because the platforms are so glitchy. This is really annoying. Like, usually I can just complete the obby perfectly, but because of these platforms, it's just not possible sometimes. Alright, there we go. Completed the obby. But, yeah, there's not too much in this lobby going on here because, you know, we have a little obby. It takes like 5 seconds to complete. I kind of wish Pong gave you a reward. Like, let's say you get a certain amount of, like, points in Pong. Imagine getting tokens for that. That would be awesome. Special round, I'm going to go for Juggernaut because I kind of want to show the Autumn Saber, and Juggernaut kind of makes that easier. Oh boy, and I'm the Juggernaut. What fun. What fun being the Juggernaut. Oh boy. Okay, I'm very slow in an open map, which is not very helpful in the long run. Mike, you need to die, good sir. All right, you're back there. You're hiding. You're hiding, so I'm going to get you. All right, you're literally just gonna hide there. All right, I guess I'm just gonna slowly creep. Where'd you go? Yep, you're still hiding behind there. All right, you are dead good, sir. Pops, I guess you're next. Might as well go for you while I have a lot of health. I'm doing all right so far for, you know, being super slow in an open map. I feel like I'm doing pretty good. You lagged. That is unfortunate. And then you, is that everybody? I feel like that's not everybody, but maybe it is. Oh, it was everybody. All right then, good game. But, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about the value, because the value for Autumn Saber in particular is going to be very, very interesting. So at the time of this recording, the Autumn Saber is worth a whopping 35 exotic value. Now, what does that mean? Autumn Saber is currently equal to Spring Saber. Now, the number is blue, alright? It is a blue status, which means it is hyped. Now, what does hype status mean? Hype status means that it is a brand new knife, which means it is super high demand, and once that hype dies down, because, you know, it is hype status, so it is a hyped knife, once that hype dies down, the value for that knife is going to drop. Now, like I said in the previous episode, this is a Saber, so it is naturally going to be very, very high in demand. However, it is going to drop at least a little bit. Probably not as hard as other knives, because this is a very short event, alright? It's a very short event, and it is a Saber, so it is very high in demand indeed. But the hype will die down a little bit. I do feel like it will go down. How much, though? That is the question. How much is this knife going to drop? We really don't know. It really depends on the demand. And it depends on how long it actually lasts. How long does the event last? Is it going to last a week? Is it going to last 2 weeks? Is it going to last half a week until Thanksgiving is over? It could only be a couple of days left, alright? Prisman said that this knife was going to be in the case for a short time. That's literally what he said. A short amount of time, which could be any length of time. He really didn't specify when the event was going to end. So there are a lot of factors to actually decide how much this Saber is actually going to drop in value. So what is this knife going to be once the event is over? The easy answer would be that it would be lower than Lucky Blade, because Lucky Blade is an older event, so naturally Lucky Blade would be worth more, but that won't necessarily be the case. Now, if I were to guess, and again, this is going to be a pretty vague value because, you know, there are a lot of factors. I'd say like 15 to 25. Maybe 20 exotics. I feel like that's fair. Spring Saber is obviously going to be worth more. Do not trade Spring Saber for Autumn Saber. I'm saying that right now. Do not do that trade. Spring Saber will definitely be worth more because it is a Saber. It's an older Saber, so it makes sense that, you know, Spring Saber would be worth more. So I would not trade Spring Saber for it, alright? I feel like that is a bad trade in the long run, because we don't know how much it's going to be worth, but Spring Saber is definitely going to be better. In my personal opinion, I do feel like Spring Saber is going to be much better. So you're probably wondering, no data, what did you trade to get this Autumn Saber? Well, you'll remember in the previous episode that I managed to unbox a Legend Hammer, so that's why I decided to trade. You'll see in this screenshot right here that I actually traded the Legend Hammer that I unboxed. I traded that for the Autumn Saber. Now, Legend Hammer is currently worth 16 exotics, alright? 16 exotics. It could drop below that, honestly, because it is a dream. You really can't craft it down. So, you know, once you unbox a Legend Hammer, it's in existence forever. There's really no way that Legend Hammer could ever become more rare. So if the demand dies down, it's really just the demand, really. If the demand dies down, because there are going to be a lot of Legend Hammers, then Legend Hammer could drop in value, so I do feel like that was a good move. And obviously, Autumn Saber is going to drop in value a little bit, obviously, a little bit, but I feel like it's good in the long run, especially considering how high in demand the Sabers are actually going to be. I feel like that was a good move in the long run. So even if Autumn Saber does per se drop below 16, I feel like it will go up in the future, because you got to remember it will drop immediately. In the immediate future, Autumn Saber will drop in value, but once it goes off sale, it's going nowhere but up, especially considering that it is a Saber with that high demand. Once it goes off sale, it's going up. So, you know, I wanted to make a safe trade that you guys can follow along with. So I traded the Legend Hammer. Alright, I feel like that is a pretty safe trade. In the future, if it does drop a little bit, then you can try to trade for that value. But my advice is, once it goes off sale, just follow the value. Alright, because then it will go nowhere but up. So you kind of just want to follow the value. So whatever the value is once it goes off sale, if you do not have the Autumn Saber and you want it for yourself, you're going to want to go for that value on the value list, because it will go nowhere but up. It will not drop once it goes off sale, so you kind of just want to follow that value, or else you're going to have a bad time. So yeah, I traded Legend Hammer. Maybe other good offers for it would probably be maybe Fire Elemental, maybe Inferno. Inferno is unobtainable, so maybe you not want to do that, but it's not necessarily a bad trade to do. Grim Scythe, maybe. That's kind of iffy though. I feel like Grim Scythe is actually kind of rare, so you might want to keep the Grim Scythe. If you want to do that, that wouldn't be a horrible trade. It is 17 exotics. So yeah, those are just some ideas. I would avoid trading tier 3s, even like the low ones like Lucky Blade and Holiday Blade, Lord Sinister, because if Autumn Saber does hypothetically drop below those, you probably would want to keep those, because those are still going to go up. I doubt Autumn Saber is going to go beyond them. Autumn Saber could go beyond them. I mean, Spring Saber is currently worth more than Skeleton King, so really anything can happen in that department. But I try to go for Mythics and Dreams, stuff like that. Maybe Dreamwalker, maybe that's another good idea. You can try Dreamwalker. So yeah, just throwing out some ideas. I know a lot of you guys want this Autumn Saber, and if you can't unbox it, then you have to trade for it, you know? So, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Anyway, let's complete this Juggernaut round. Who is the Juggernaut? Who is the Juggernaut? Alright, it is not Golden Nugget, it's Backwood. Oh dear. Alright. Well, if we band together, we should be able to defeat this man. I'm gonna be a little bit aggressive and get some of that early health down. Alright, there we go. We are getting him. Making good progress. Gotta keep your distance. 100%. If you go near the Juggernaut, you're gonna die. Alright? You just can't sugarcoat it. If you go near the Juggernaut, you are going to die. So, alright, keeping distance so far. Half health, that is pretty good. Alright, that is about 3/4 health. We are going to beat him very, very soon. A couple more hits will finish him off. Should I go for stabbing? Yes, go for stabbing. Boom! Alright, I stabbed him. I finished him off. GG. And I did die, but that doesn't matter, because if the Juggernaut dies, then you automatically win. Anyway, yeah, we managed to get the Autumn Saber. All there is to do at this point is try to get more, ladies and gentlemen. We need to open more cases, do more trades, try to get as many Autumn Sabers as possible before it goes off sale. Again, if you're going to trade for Autumn Saber yourself, I recommend 15 to 25 exotics. 35 exotics, that's probably way too much. It will drop. Do not trade any other Sabers. Like, there are a surprisingly large amount of people who are legit trading Spring Saber for Autumn Saber. That is bad. That is really bad. That is probably the worst thing you can possibly do. I would not trade any other Sabers. I would not trade Spring Saber. I would not trade Krampus. I certainly would not trade Holiday Saber. That knife is good. And overall, I would just try to go for those high value obtainables, alright? The knives you can always obtain, like the Dreams, the Mythics. I would try to go for those high value knives, because they're not really going to go anywhere in terms of value. But Autumn Saber, it's eventually going to be a really good knife. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we are nearing the end of this episode. I'm going to end off this episode with an elite case. Will we get an Autumn Saber? Probably not, but I want to open an elite case for you guys for this episode. So 3, 2, 1, boom. What are we going to get from the glorious elite case? Seems to be a bunch of legendaries. Alright, another Omega. Hey, just like the previous episode, look at that. Alright, Dark Knight. Oh, you jumped. You jumped. I was so close to stabbing you and you jumped. Alright, now you're gonna die. Alright, yeah, I dare you to jump off the castle. Alright, yeah, you're not going to. That's what I thought. Oh, you jumped off. Alright. I'm still gonna chase you, good sir. There you go. You are dead. Backwood, where you at? I literally have no idea. Oh, you're jumping down. All right, you are dead. Backwood, you are my target, so I'm going to kill you. Never mind. You're gonna kill me. But now I'm going to kill you. So take that, good sir, alright? And Mad Max killed me. Ooh, nice spider. Anyway, guys, that's going to be it for this video. This was the Autumn Saber, and I guess now all we need to do is get more Autumn Sabers. So that's going to be it for this video, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and those are the things that YouTube people do. And I will see you guys in the next video. Toodles!